Aviation is more than flying airplanes. It's about managing complexity, communication, and the human element. At the heart of it all is Crew Resource Management, or CRM. CRM is the effective use of all available resources, human hardware, and information to ensure safe and efficient flight operations. CRM began in 1979 at a NASA workshop after several accidents attributed to pilot error. Originally called Cockpit Resource Management, it focused on training flight crews to improve teamwork, leadership, and decision-making. Many of the air carrier and aviation organizations represented at this meeting left with the commitment to develop new training programs to enhance aspects of flight operations. Clear, standardized communication is essential in aviation. Pilots must speak precisely with air traffic controllers and crew members, especially during high workload phases like taxi, takeoff, and landing. Miscommunication can lead to serious incidents. A real-world example is U.S. Airways Flight 1549, when Captain Chelsea Sully Sullenberger and his crew landed safely an Airbus A320 in the Hudson River after a bird strike disabled both engines. They stayed calm, communicated effectively, and made life-saving decisions, all key elements of CRM.
Cactus 1529. If we can get it for you, do you want to try to land runway 13?
We're unable. We may end up in the Hudson.
All right, Cactus 1549. It's going to be left traffic to runway 31.
Unable.
Okay, what do you need to land? Do you want to try to go to Teterboro?
Yes.
Teterboro, Empire. Actually, LaGuardia Departure guy, emergency inbound.
Hey, guys.
Cactus 1529 over the George Washington Bridge. Wants to go to the airport right now.
Wants to go to our airport. Check. Does he need assistance?
Yes, it was a bird strike. Can I get him in for runway 1?
Runway 1, that's good.
Cactus 1529, turn right 280. You can land runway 1 at Teterboro.
We can't do it.
Okay, which runway would you like at Teterboro?
We're going to be in the Hudson.
I'm sorry, say again, Cactus? Cactus 1549, radar contact is lost. You also got Newark Airport up at 2 o'clock in about 7 miles. Eagle 54718, turn left thing 210.
Another vital component of CRM is situational awareness, the understanding of what's happening around you and anticipating what might happen next. It goes beyond simply noticing your environment. It involves making sense of changing variables. A tragic failure in situational awareness occurred during the Tenerife Airport disaster in 1977, when 2 Boeing 747s collided on a foggy runway. Miscommunication and assumption led to the death of 583 people, the deadliest accident in aviation history.
Get off, get off, get off. Get off, get off, get off!
CRM is taught from day one in modern pilot training through classroom instruction and scenario-based training. At Bridgewater State University, CRM is integrated into flight instruction, where students are assessed on decision-making, teamwork, and communication.
Airlines like Cape Air and Nantucket Airlines also embrace CRM, especially in challenging conditions. Captain Lauren Herron, Assistant Chief Flight Instructor at Bridgewater State University, and an airline pilot, shared how Cape Air trains pilots to make safety-first decisions, even one instance where a captain requested a first officer due to fatigue.
A captain can always request an FO, regardless of what the conditions are. There was a report that I was just recently reading where, to the captain's credit, they requested an FO because they knew they'd had a long day. They were in for more of it, and they had requested some support with somebody sitting next to them.
He also emphasized humility and leadership. During one flight at JFK, he mistakenly turned onto the wrong taxiway, and a Boeing 777 followed him into the same error. Even experienced crews make mistakes, but a strong CRM culture focuses on recovery and safety, not blame.
Turn here, and I've probably shared the story several times. It's absolutely it will always be one of my favorites about us. Taking a wrong turn on a taxi when we were down at JFK while I'm flying. I was taxiing, and my FO is reading the diagram, and I just screwed up, took a wrong turn, realized it pretty quickly, but still we got to get that fixed. So You know, it's like, what do you want to do? Let's just call ground control and get it. You know, we got to get unscrewed, probably just take a U-turn. So she calls them, and sure enough, you're like, yeah, you guys just turn around, and we turn around, and here's this 777 coming behind us that followed us right into the alley because they were following us and not their instructions, because I guarantee you they were not supposed to be going the way we were going. What are you going to do? Yeah, I mean, it's from a human factor standpoint, I think, like I said, you know, learning is learning. You know, the stakes are probably a little bit higher, not from the standpoint that you got people behind you in many cases, but, you know, an airplane's an airplane, and the idea is to bring it safely to the ground every single time. So, you know, to the degree that folks focus on that, they're going to do fine. But that doesn't change just because somebody's, again, you know, just because there's somebody moving a smaller airplane, the dynamics are very similar.
From collegiate training to professional airline operations, CRM shapes how flight crews communicate, stay aware, and make decisions. It's not just for emergencies, it's part of every flight, every day. CRM teaches us that great pilots don't just fly their aircraft, they lead them.